The difference between what you want now versus what you want most is discipline. That's the only difference. It's deciding what you'd like to achieve overall in the end versus what's important, what you're excited about right now. It's choosing logic in most sense over impulse. And sometimes that's challenging, but the whole point of discipline is to help you stay in line towards something greater, putting off today's reward for a greater reward tomorrow. And discipline is probably the thing that differentiates most people that succeed with their fitness and wellness goals and those that don't. It's because a lot of us succumb to these momentary desires for something, and we give in to what we want versus what we want most. And more so want right now, because sometimes those impulses change. Oh, I feel like some chips right now. I feel like some dessert. Don't feel like working out. So what you want right now is to have something maybe salty and crunchy. Maybe it's to relax a little bit. Maybe it's you don't feel like leaving the house. Whatever it is, it's what you want right now, and it's a momentary desire. It's a momentary feeling. It's this impulse that might not even last. And if you continually choose that momentary impulse for something that probably better aligns with your goal, that's when you're gonna have more trouble getting to your eventual fitness and wellness goal. And discipline is what helps you to get there. Discipline is what helps you to say, no, I'm not gonna give in to what I want right now because I have something greater that I want more. And that's really the question you have to ask yourself every time you come up to these impulses. I had a client the other day talk about having sugar cravings, and I'm like, I understand what you mean, but what's the problem with a craving? The craving itself is not an issue. And I asked them, like, okay, what happens when you have that craving? Oh, I have sugar. I mean, what happens if you just waited? And this person said, well, it disappears. I don't have that desire after a while. So that's a perfect example of initiating and employing discipline to get through this momentary desire for something. Because discipline is when you choose what you want the most over what you want right now. What you want tomorrow versus what you want this moment. What you want next year versus what you want this week. And if we continually allow ourselves to live on a whim, live on impulse, we're going to be driven all around and never really towards our goal. So the question you have to ask yourself is, what is more important? Is it that moment, or is it something in the future? And in some cases, that moment is more important, and go ahead with it. But in the end, it's the discipline that makes the difference. Discipline is delaying and declining what you want right now for what you want most.